Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you all for clicking. This is episode 124 on Mr. Bright project. All right. So my house is a mixture of a residence and apartment. Okay. On the ground floor, I have a 4-bedroom house, and then on top of it, on the first floor, I have a 2-bedroom, 2-unit. They're on a side by side. So it's a 2-bedroom apartment on the left, 2-bedroom apartment on the right. And then at the front area, I have a small plot left. I decided to put 2 shops right over there. So I have 2 shops. And on top of the shop, I have this beautiful 2-bedroom apartment, which you're seeing right now. So the goal is to maximize the plot and utilize whatever I have. The sky is free. The land I paid for, but the sky is free, so I utilize the space above, just so that in my old age, I believe I have some income coming through for me. So here, the apartment has been done. I'm going to do a secret roof, and so the carpenters are forming the rain gutters. So what you're seeing right now are the rain gutters. Okay. There's one thing in construction that I've come to realize, that see, you keep buying board every other day. The minute you think that, oh, I bought some boards, they will last some time, and so there's no need for me to buy another board. That is when you realize that, in fact, you need more boards, because those boards that were utilized, once they've been used twice, they become weak. So the carpenters will not use them anymore, because they don't want to have any problem during casting. Because once you use a weak board during the time of casting, it will create a problem. It can collapse. You understand? It can collapse. So it is very, very important that your carpenters take note of this when they are doing your decking and you are using a weak plywood. That is going to sink in. A weak plywood will sink in and will create a problem for you. You understand? So the rain gutters are being done. They have to lay the DPM on top of it just to protect the wood. That is the essence of it. On the inside, I'm doing some few changes. Scheming is going on, and the wall designs. I wanted to do a wall design in the hall. This is a hall. Previously, it was just a plain wall. It's just a plain wall. Okay, and so I wanted to do some wall designs here. So I asked Moses to come over and do the inspections, and then see how best we can go ahead with the design. You understand? So this is my living area. That's my living area. Okay, so it's so huge. And then on the outside, work is still ongoing. I have to buy some few materials for the wall design, P.O.P cement, and some other few materials that were requested by Moses, so I can execute the work that I'm doing. Okay, so it's a gradual process. I think last year when I got home, I was so excited that I was able to move into my own house after years of staying outside the country. I was outside the country for almost about 9 years, just so I can finish the house and move in. So I started building my house, I think, from 2020. And then 2021, the COVID came in. You understand? The COVID came in. And so we went on a break for about 8 to 9 months. And then that same year we continued to up to 2022, 2023. You understand? It wasn't easy at all. It wasn't easy at all. So the DPMs have been laid on top of the boards, and now we are ready for the steel fixer to come in and do the steel works. So here on the inside, Moses and his team started off with the wall design. My apologies. So this is the wall design. I'm going to put a frame in there, a picture frame. Okay, so when you walk into the corridor, from that's the main entrance, when you walk in there, on the top ones you're going to see a picture frame. The bottom ones I'm just going to leave it that empty. Okay, I'm not going to do anything in there. So the top ones are going to be picture frame fitted in there. Okay, and that is exactly what I want to do. They are nice. Instead of leaving the wall so bare, I figured having this wall design will transform the entire corridor. You understand? So that is exactly what I did. Okay, so the wall design looks pretty, very much nice along the line. Okay, if you need my services, my name is Mr. Bright Antonio. I prepare estimate at a fee, $160, $200 depending on the size of the project. And then once the estimate is ready, we share with you. And then once you decide that I should be the one to build your house for you, we agreed. I have a contract. I will share the contract with you, and then you sign, and then you make payment, and then we'll begin the construction for you. So basically that is the entire process that I take you through. So first and foremost, you need your drawing. Your drawing is very, very important. If you come to me without a drawing, that'll be very difficult for me to prepare an estimate for you. You understand? Here I was very mad at the team because they were doing the wall designs, and the home charm and the P.O.P powders were just pouring on my tiles. And I was like, what the heck? They have to clean it. Here I asked the Mr. Hammond and his team to provide me with a socket specifically for this area because of what I was going to use the kitchen for. So I need a socket in specific locations. You understand? Yes. So here I made them to clean the entire floor and asked them to put a plastic on top of the tiles before they do their design, so that no paint drops on the tiles. You understand? If I have not done that, they would have caused some few damages to the surface of the tiles, because we don't use acid anymore. Most people use acid in cleaning their tile surfaces. Here I have to create a socket because I shifted a black box from inside the master bedroom and brought it here. You understand? So now I have to create a socket there. Here I'm creating a socket for the monitor of the CCTV, so that right on the bed I can watch the CCTV footages. You understand? So that is exactly what I've done. Earlier on, the black box was inside my master bedroom and I didn't like it, so I decided to shift it to the lobby of the master bedroom. Okay, here I'm adding an additional switch to control some motors up on the roof. So that's what I'm doing over there. So I did some few add-ons, changes here and there. You know, I like doing that a lot. Yes, because I want to walk into a house that everything is there for me. You know, switching, you have to switch on here. When you get to the last corner, you can switch it off. There should be intermediate switches. There should be control switches here and there. You shouldn't switch off a light and walk through the dark into your room. It's not possible. You understand? So I'm taking all this into consideration. All right, if you love this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. If you've not, my name is Mr. Bright Antonio. From me to you, shalom. God bless you wherever you are. Peace.